This lesson is proving polygons similar, and the goal is to use the angle-angle similar postulate and the side-side-side similar and side-angle-side similar theorems. The standard is geometry, similarity, right triangles, and trig number 5. What you should understand by the end of this lesson is that you can show that two polygons are similar when you know the relationship between only 2 or 3 pairs of corresponding parts. So where do you think you are on the scale of proving polygons similar? Write this down at the top of your notes with a 1, 2, 3, or 4. All right, here's the angle-angle similarity postulate. It says if two angles of one triangle are congruent to two angles of another triangle, then the triangles are similar. Here's the side-angle-side similarity theorem. And it says if an angle of one triangle is congruent to the angle of a second triangle, and the sides that include the angles are proportional, then the triangles are similar. And basically, that just means, and I'll show you here, if this side is proportional to that side, and this side is proportional to that side, notice this angle is between the two sides, and if they are congruent or exactly the same, then those two triangles are similar. The side-side-side similarity theorem says if the corresponding sides of two triangles are proportional, then the triangles are similar. All right, when we're talking about angles, it's fairly easy. This one says that here we have two pentagons, and it says TUVWX is similar to EFGHD. What is the measurement of angle T? Okay, that one's right there. Now, you might say, well, I have to match these up and I have to figure out which is which, but you really don't. Here's the letter T. It's the first letter. You just come over here and you find the first letter. The first letter is E. And if you notice, E is 76 degrees. Remember, it doesn't matter how small or how big a polygon is, angles are the same. So the measurement of angle T is the same as E, and it is 76 degrees. Here's practice 1. These two triangles are similar. What is the measurement of angle T and the measurement of angle P? Make sure you look and see where they are located in the letters of the triangle and match them up to the other triangle. All right, this time we are looking for the length of sides. I have two pentagons. It says they are similar. It wants me to find the length of AE and CD. All right, so I need to first of all get a scale. So I'm going to find, here's a number right here, which is TX. That matches up with CD. Well, I'm looking for CD, so I can't do that. Let's see if UV matches. UV is the second and the third. Second and the third is BA. Okay, so here we go. UV is 1 and BA is 5. So my smaller one is 1/5 of the big one, or my big one is 5 times bigger. So I'm looking for AE. AE is the next to the last two letters. It matches up with VW. It's 2. Okay, I said the big one is 5 times bigger. So I'm going to take 2 times 5 and that equals 10. So AE equals 10. Now I'm looking for CD, which is the first and the last. That's T and X, and it is 1. Again, it's 5 times bigger. And 1 times 5 is 5. So CD, the length of it, is 5. So remember, you have to find the scale before you start finding the length of any sides. Here's practice 2. These are similar. These pentagons are similar. Find the length of RV and UV. Practice 3. The shapes are similar. Find the length of ST and GH. All right, here I'm supposed to find the length of 3, ST, VW, and SW. So, I kind of noticed that these sides are the same because they're opposite the pointy end. So, I'm going to take 24 over 18. This is going to find my scale. When I divide 24 by 18, I get 1 with 3 repeating, and 3 repeating is 1 and 1/3. So, my big one is 1 and 1/3 times bigger than my little one. So, if I'm filling in the little one, I have to divide the bigger numbers by 1 and 1/3. And I'm going to show you what I mean here in just a second. So let's look at ST. ST is the second and the third, and DE is the second and the third. So that matches up with 32. So I need to take 32 and divide it by 1 and 1/3. When I divide that, I get 24. So ST is 24. Now I'm going to look for VW. VW is the last and the first, so that's the same one as GC. So that's right here, which is 24. So I'm going to take 24 divided by 1 and 1/3. That equals 18. So VW, the length of VW, is 18. And the final one is SW, which is the first two. That's the same as CD, that's 16. So I need to take 16 divided by 1 1/3, and that equals 12. So the length of SW is 12. So I now have all 3 side lengths. Remember, if I'm going from the big number to a smaller one, I divide. And if I were going from the smaller one to the bigger number, I would multiply. Practice 4. You have 2 similar triangles. I want you to find the length of JK and BD. Practice 5. You have 2 similar pentagons. I want you to find the length of CG and SW. And your final problem, 2 more pentagons. They're similar. I want you to find 3 lengths, the length of CD, EF, and VZ. Now at the end of your notes, write where you feel that you are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready to do your assignment on IXL. And that's the end of this lesson.